Batter up. Arr, 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 arr. Okay, so here's a fun one. I'm sailing the Clemson, the Tier 4 American destroyer that many people call the Clubsome because it's the choice of seal clubbers everywhere. And I'm heading over here to the flank. I'm calling our aircraft carrier to get some spotting sent my way. And I'm going to go and cap and then see what I'm going to do after that. And that's pretty standard for me on this map. I'll go one end or the other. I'm telling my team to make sure we get B. And in fact, normally I'll go over here and cap it, then head over and help at B. But I just want to nail down the flank. And I often get to ambush ships that are coming around this point, like this battleship is right now. Pretty standard stuff. So as I head out here, I'm spotting more ships and getting set up, and gonna start my first attack and cap. As I'm spotted, I'm gonna smoke up. Now here I make my first mistake, low tier mistake. You notice I didn't use the lead indicator. I assumed that this battleship would turn in, angle against our two battleships because he's broadside to them right now, and I figured he'd turn in when he saw my smoke screen and I was spotted because he'd assumed torps are coming his way and he would want to present a smaller profile and change his direction and speed. So I guessed he'd turn in. Well, little did I know that he would just continue sailing in a perfectly straight line, and I would have just deleted him or done serious damage to him if he had turned. I mean, if I had aimed at the original indicator. So shame on me. I assumed he would react like a higher tier player, and he didn't. So I just want to try to get a fire on him and get some damage ticking. And I switch to this other battleship that's pushing in and get a fire on him right away. And I'm looking around, and there's a third battleship coming to join the party. And this guy, I still go ahead and aimed ahead of the predictor because I figured that he would turn one way or the other, and we'll see how that goes. And then here comes this German, I think this is the Kaiser, yeah. So I want to go from, in situations like this, I want to make sure I get the cap. I want to use my smoke. Obviously I don't have a lot of support here, so I want to go from target to target and get them. There we go, got some torpedo hit, and I want to go from target to target, get damage counting on them, and get them to use their repairs, and then hit them again. Now there's a standard spread. I just went to both sides of the indicator just to give a good wide spread there. So my smoke is fading, so I've got a motor along here and try to keep from being a stationary target. And now here I was a little cocky. I probably should have maybe ran a little more or quit firing, but you can see I turn into him.
Problem solved, sir.
And got everybody shooting at me. But my torpedoes continue to hit. The first battleship that I had a chance to delete, he sank. Not to me, so I didn't get a kill for him. Now, unfortunately here for me, I'm getting pounded, and I've got 64k damage, or 64,000 damage done to the enemy, which is pretty good, but I am being shot at by everybody. Now, I got my smoke back up, and look at that. Wow. I mean, wow. I deleted 2 out of the 3 battleships. Well, I will in a minute. And but I am left on, I think, 76 health. I can't read it on this monitor, but it's not a lot of health. I mean, it's basically no health. And remember, that was 64. I end up doing another 100,000 damage pretty much in this game on 76 or whatever it is health. On basically no health. So I spread the fire around, just keep shooting at this other battleship. So I've sunk 2 of the 3 battleships and damaged the 3rd one that all tried to push this flank. And but now I've got this Phoenix cruiser hunting, and I can't see him. I don't have any spotting, so I have to come out here, take a look, and see where he went. And,
engine boost deactivated.
Deal with him with no health at all. So I have to be extremely careful. Now this Phoenix had ended up, I think this is the one of the Phoenixes on the other team ends up sinking 2 ships. I think this is the guy.
Our victory is in sight.
Not a slouch. And in fact, he's running double spotters or double fighters. So he's a smart guy, and he's quite formidable. So I have to, there's one of his spotter planes. So I have to be really careful about how I go about hunting him, because obviously any hit at all will sink me at this point. So I can't afford to be hit even a single time. Now my team is doing quite well. As you can see, we've only lost 2 ships, and the enemy team has pretty much collapsed. So that's going really well. But I wanted to have as much fun as I can. That's the whole point of doing.
All forces, capture that area.
Is to sail around the whole game and sink stuff. And having almost been deleted, that kind of put a crimp in my style. But I'm working as hard as I can here. Now this Phoenix is being coy. He's not discharging it because he's seen me basically delete 3 battleships in front of him. So he's thinking, yeah, I'll be careful about that. And he's just being cagey. I'm being cagey too. I'm shadowing him as he goes away, staying out of range of his spotting aircraft. Notice I've got my AA turned off. The AA on Clemson is absolute garbage anyway. You're not going to shoot any planes down. Very, very rarely. So it's no big loss turning it off. And as you can tell, getting spotted is just not an option for me. So he's coming back for another whack at it. He wants to get in here. Maybe get it back. In the meantime, they've got some more kills, so the scores have gotten a little closer. Still not looking good for them.
Torpedoes astern.
This guy's doing his best. So I put a spread out here and pop my smoke and lose vision on him. But I've got my yellow buddy here. Luckily he missed me.
Smoke screen set.
Me. This other DD that goes charging past me. And that's great because now I've got that spot so I can shoot. Misjudged that volley on the right. But notice there's 2 spotting planes. Look at the minimap. This guy's got 2 spotting planes out. So
torpedoes, dead ahead.
He's probably I've fought Phoenix quite a bit. I think it's
engine boost activated.
So he's charging in. He's got that other DD dead to rights. The other DD is flailing away, sending torpedoes his way. Now I put them up on fire and turn my ship so I can fire my torpedoes from both sides. Notice that other DD's on full health right now, and the Phoenix is burning.
Torpedoes to port.
The Phoenix is down quite a bit.
Torpedoes astern.
And the Phoenix is just about to be deleted by my torpedoes.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
He's a good guy. He put a spread of torpedoes toward me, and he torpedoed and destroyed that other DD. and was destroyed in turn by my torpedoes. So, good job, Phoenix. You were really good about trying to take this cap back, and one-on-one you would have been tough. But with that other DD being the sacrificial
Our
lamb,
team is taking the lead.
you got to farm him, and I got to farm you. So here I am, charging now into the opponent's backfield with my 0 health, basically. Checking here, that was high caliber for this on this game. I'm already almost 120,000 K. Not bad for a tier 4 DD. With the game just a little more than 10 minutes into the game, 11 minutes into the game. So checking to see what we got here. We got the one enemy DD and we got both carriers. So, oh, and we just lost another ship. So we're comfortably ahead, but it's a game. Anything can happen.
Engine boost deactivated.
So I go hunting their carriers with 0 HP left, and as you know, playing a destroyer is much more difficult when there's carrier on the other team. And here I'm fighting against 2 carriers. So, so far, he hasn't really been very effective as far as keeping me spotted or attacking me or doing anything on this flank. So, I'm heading back there and I'm just going to try to keep angled. I'm expecting him to send somebody scouting over here because he knows there's an angry DD. That just saying 4 of his team, and presumably is probably coming his way. But as you can see, I've gotten now almost within range, and I haven't been spotted. So I figured, well, we're down to just the 2 CVs on their team and that 1 DD. So I'm going to go for it. And I just start blasting away from extreme range with
Enemy aircraft carrier detected.
explosive. So just hoping to get a little more damage in here.
Enemy aircraft carrier blown up. Our team is
Now
taking
this
the
is
lead.
hilarious. That guy has like no hit points left, and I I steal the kill. Good kill secure there. I guess if you're going to be a seal clubber, you might as well also be a kill stealer. I'm just breaking all the rules here. And this CV seems to have got himself stuck. It looks like he was trying to go around behind that island in the
Our
edge of the
victory
map.
is in sight.
And it looks like the map mechanics don't allow that to happen. I've never gone back there. I don't play carriers. I didn't no reason to ever drive a boat back there other than maybe a carrier. So, but here I am now with an easy range, and I get a fire on him, and just start dropping them all over him. Clemson 5-inch guns on these thinly armored carriers will penetrate. You can get citadels, and so you see I'm aiming lower, and there I go. I got a citadel. I'm aiming at the edge of the water line. Now I don't switch to HE because he's got a. I don't switch to AP. There's another citadel, because he's angled, and if I switch to AP, it might bounce because of the angle. Now HE will never bounce. HP will shatter. HE will shatter, but it won't bounce. And even if it shatters, you can still keep fires burning. And I'm doing good damage here. The torpedo range is only 5 kilometers. So I'm just
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
because there's no need to switch to torpedoes, and there you go. Down he goes, and there's my Kraken. Wow, just dirty, filthy seal clubbing. Sank both of their carriers. And again, so now I'm up to 154,000 damage without, with basically no HP left for the last half of the game. One of the really cool things when you're that low on HP and you have adrenaline rush, which I of course do, I'm running a 19-point captain, is that my reload was just insane. You saw how fast my reload was blasting in there. So, any rate, that was a really fun game. And every once in a while, I just like to go ahead and take out the old the Clemson, and just enjoy myself. And do I feel a little dirty about it? Sure, I do, but just a little. It's fun, and I spend almost all my time, hanging out up at tier 8, 9, 10. So every now and then it's fun to drop down, take out that Clemson, and just bomb around the map, uh, being like the king of the sea. So I hope you enjoyed that. Um, that was why they call it the Club Sun, and it's a fun ship, and a good time was had. Take care. I'll catch you next time.